Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video. We're going to be reacting to everything that went down last night. What a crazy night, man. But first off, I want to say thank you for 15K. For most of you probably follow my Instagram, and it meant a lot that we hit that, and now we're on to the next challenge, which is 20K. Alright, with that out of the way, let's just have an overview of what happened last night. So first things first, we traded Al Horford for Danny Green, which in my opinion was a great trade. We'll get into that first. And then did we trade or draft? Oh, anyway, we drafted Maxey. Then I think 20 minutes after traded Jay Rich for Seth Curry. Probably my favorite move. And then we drafted Isaiah Joe and Paul Reed. I'll get into those two guys after because you might not be familiar with them. Alright, with that being said, let's get to it. So around 6 o'clock, 6:30ish, we make our first move. Al Horford to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Danny Green, Terrence Ferguson, and we also gave up rights to a European guy, I don't remember his name, a protected 2025 first-round pick, and the 34th pick in this draft. So I just want to start off saying this is just a great move by Daryl Morey to get it going. We obviously dumped Al's salary for an expiring contract in Danny Green. I don't know the exact number, probably should look that up. But it helped clear cap, and Danny, I know he has a bad mojo right now with how badly he played in the playoffs. Yes, he is inconsistent, but he's a great shooter. He can be very good off the bench and maybe start a game or two depending on the situation. So yeah, that pretty much concludes that. And we also got Ferguson, who has the potential to be a good 3-and-D player, but nothing really more. He was very inefficient last season, which is kind of concerning, but he does have great defense.
I love what I'm seeing. I love what's going on right now. This is what it's all about.
With the 21st overall pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Tyrese Maxey. What a great pick, for real. That was one of the best steals of the draft. And I'll read his pros and cons just to enlighten fans on what he can do well, what he needs to work on. So, great scoring ability, a good slasher, solid strength and length, good mid-range shooter, solid shot off the dribble, which would be very good for us. Quick decision maker, good playmaker, high IQ, good on-ball defender. His cons, efficiency, which is probably something that you guys saw. He shot 29% from three. Consistency kind of pairs along with efficiency. Struggles from three, but I believe he'll develop a solid jumper with us. Not a great shot creator. That's kind of going to hurt, but not too much. And average athleticism. So those cons, for the most part, aren't huge deals besides efficiency and consistency, which, again, could be worked on. But this is a great pick, especially since we just traded Josh. He could fill Josh's role. He could be great off the bench, a great scorer, obviously, like we said. And yeah, another W with the Sixers front office. On to the biggest W of the whole night last night, and there was a ton. But this one really stood out to me the most. We traded Josh Richardson, the 34th pick. No, 36, yeah, my bad, for Seth Curry. That's just such a great move. As you all probably know, Seth Curry is an amazing shooter. I'm pretty sure he led the league in three-point percentage last season at 44%. And he could be very good spacing the floor and a great off-ball option, kind of like how we wanted Buddy Hield. But with now the acquisition of Seth Curry, there doesn't really make sense to trade for Buddy Hield at this point. And I don't think we have the assets considering we just used our first-round pick. But I think Seth could start at shooting guard, a potential lineup of Ben, Seth Curry, either Matisse or Danny Green. I think I'd rather have Matisse, I think, just because of his amazing defense. And he'll probably improve his jump shot over this offseason. Tobias at power forward. He's definitely his best at power forward. His ability to stretch the floor there. And he can obviously be a solid ISO scorer at times. And then, of course, the guy, JoJo Embiid. Alright, now let's get into our two acquisitions from the draft besides Maxey. So with the 49th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the 76ers selected Isaiah Joe, The main thing you need to know about Isaiah Joe, he's an amazing shooter and a solid defender, so another 3-and-D player, which is amazing for this team, specifically Ben and Joe, to maximize their potential. He does struggle to create his own shot, but that won't really be his role if he does get significant playing time this season. He lacks strength, go to the gym. He's not a great passer and lacks court vision. And once again, we don't really need him to be a playmaker or a shot creator. We just need him to drill threes and play good defense. The next guy is Paul Reed. We selected him with the 58th overall pick. I do like Paul Reed. I think he can develop into a solid backup forward. Hit pros. Good interior and perimeter defender. Amazing. Good shot blocker. Lob threat. Solid in the pick and roll situation where he would roll to the basket. Decent shooter and range for a power forward. Big W. Able to shoot off the dribble in mid-range and very versatile. A lot of great pros there. Definitely can be a guy that could stretch the floor when Tobias is out, or I don't know if he'll even play this season. Most likely not. And he's a great defender. That's the two main things that you need to know about Paul Reed. His cons: passing and playmaking need work. He's a power forward. You don't really need to worry about playmaking with your power forward. He tends to foul on offense. That can be fixed, and he can transition to the NBA level, and that'll not be a problem. Average free throw shooter. It's average, not that too big of a deal either. Below average IQ, that will definitely need to get worked on. And I think with his experience in the NBA he's going to get, it'll be just fine. Alright, so to conclude things in this video, I'm just going to be pointing out the main things that really stuck with me. The first thing is Daryl Morey, Allen Brand, the whole front office did a great job of surrounding Ben and Joe with shooters with the 2 trades they made. I think that will really help things with spacing. Also, we do need a little bit of front court depth now with Al Horford being traded. We don't really need to worry about a power forward. If Mike Scott can actually do something, all you would need to do is just hit threes and just make smart IQ plays. It wouldn't be terrible to have him as a backup power forward, but his contract does suck. Center definitely needs work. Uh, right now, Norvel Pell is our backup center. I love Pell, great shot blocker, but I don't trust him to actually be the backup center for the season. I think with Emily, we should go after a guy like Nerlens Noel. I know some fans may not like him because it was obvious that he said some shit about Philly after he was on playing there, but he will be great. Rim protector, dunker, everything you want from a backup center. And with the picks, I was very satisfied with the picks we made, getting Maxey for scoring off the bench. I think he actually will develop into a really good potential 6-man, 7th-man. That pretty much concludes it. Let me know what you thought about the whole draft and everything that happened below. And this is a great start to kick off the off season. And I'm very excited to see what this team is going to do in free agency and how we're just going to play when the season comes. So have a great day, guys. I'll see you on the next video.